Hello, everyone. I am with Michael Lombardi today, who is the Chef Concierge of Nottawasaga Resort and also the Director of Les Clefs, Canada, Ontario region. Michael, thank you so much for taking the time to be on the podcast.
Rishi, thank you so much for having me. Honored to be here. My first official podcast experience, so bear with me. But thank you so much for asking me to be on the show. Congratulations to you. I mean, everything that you've been able to pull off in your first 3 months as a member of Le Clefs, it's incredible, incredible. So congratulations to you.
Thank you, Michael. Your support has been instrumental in doing what I do as well. So, thank you again. Now, may I start with asking you to share some information about your property and your journey with the listeners, and also what inspired you to be a part of this industry?
Um, we're located in Alliston, just about 45 minutes north of Toronto, in a beautiful country town, just north of the city. Our property backs onto the Nottawasaga River. We have beautiful 269 rooms of the hotel, plus multiple conference spaces, 36 holes of golf, two NHL-sized pads of ice for our arena complex, our indoor sports dome with indoor pool, fitness center, squash racquetball courts. We have multiple restaurants on site as well. So it's a little bit of everything just outside of the city. So perfect for a quick little getaway as well as conferences and everything there. And yeah, no, we finally hosted our Le Clefs golf tournament this past summer, which was incredible. We had the perfect day out there, and it's a sign of good things to come for our association in the region. And my journey, I mean, it's been 10 years for Le Clefs. I received my keys out west in beautiful Banff, Alberta, where I worked at the Banff Springs Hotel, the Fairmont Banff Springs. And I mean, I didn't see it coming, and it sprung onto me, and it's just this it's a passion really, wearing these keys. It's been phenomenal. 10 years just flown by, really just putting your best foot forward. Anything you put into the association, you get back. I was lucky enough to represent Canada for the Le Clefs Award internationally last year in Istanbul, Turkey, which was an incredible experience, and kind of grew my network tremendously across the world. And it's fantastic. You can't. I don't know any other kind of association or industry that this really happens, but it's something to be proud of. My inspiration would probably be my family. You know, coming from Italian descent, I mean, hospitality is really our day to day, whether it's being part of big family dinners for my with my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. It's um, it's really what we're all about. And I mean, growing up, our hotel property is a family owned business that started with my grandfather and my great uncle, and I can't be I couldn't be more proud of everything my family has done for the past 56 years. So it's fantastic, and my family, we look to continue that on as well.
Amazing. Thank you, Michael. The golf tournament was incredible, honestly. I cannot wait to be a part of the golf tournament this year again. Now, moving forward, um, as the director of Ontario region, could you also share what our association is exactly, especially for those who do not know what the Golden Keys stand for?
Well, I'd have to say that our association, I would say first and foremost, our association stands for service excellence. And to break that down, we're talking about over 4,000 members worldwide, in over 80 countries, all over the world. And that's dating back to when we were officially founded in France in 1952. And, since then, it's just been an extremely incredible network of people that are working in all the top hotels across the world. We distinguish ourselves with the incredible Golden Keys. It really um, separates ourselves from anyone else in the hotel, and it really stands out in the industry, and it's I mean it's like a coat of armor, really. It seems that we always are able to pull off the impossible, and really connecting that I would say service circle for our guests. Our hotels, our local businesses, as soon as we send someone out our doors, going to the next restaurant, coffee shop, or adventure in the area. We're ensuring that they're going to somewhere that really fits our standards, to making sure that they're wowed. We pay attention to all the minor details. Those small insignificant things could really make the difference for our guest stays, and when they're pulled off, the look on their faces, the emotion, the connection, it's phenomenal, and it really can't be met by anything else, I would have to say. And I think that's what keeps growing our hospitality industry, whether it's a chef in the kitchen plating something to perfection, and it being delivered out uh, to the table to the guests, and just watching their face, it's incredible. And that's what hospitality is all about. It's creating that emotional connection, whether it's somebody just trying to get away, relaxation, or they're there for, they're staying for meetings. It every detail matters. And Le Clé d'Or, our members worldwide, we truly make sure that all those minor details are met, and the connection. We talk about being connected worldwide, and really, I've been able to experience that now, that I was able to head to our international congress last year. It's one thing sticking just within North America, Pan America, but now this network that grows, you're able to send a quick email, to Dubai, or to Rome, or anywhere really, and it's met with the same passion, the same energy, the same attention to detail. And that's what our association does. We stay connected. We're a close knit group, and we make sure that the impossible happen every day.
That is absolutely true. Those connections are a huge asset, especially if a guest is in a different province or a country and is seeking our assistance. Now, is there a wow moment that you created for a guest or witnessed a fellow concierge create, one which has stood out and it's etched in your memory?
A wow moment. Wow. There's just so many, eh, Rishi? Uh, Jokes aside, I would have to say it would take me back to my time at the Fairmont Banff Springs. Not to mention, I would say the most iconic hotel in North America. Could I even say the world? Beautiful castle in the Rockies. It really set the backdrop for everything. But it was a typical proposal request that came through, and this gentleman really wanted to do everything that kind of encompassed Banff and the Rocky Mountains. So uh, we made it happen. It was for Friday night, or Friday, anyways. Started off with my friends at Alpine Helicopters. We set up a helicopter tour that takes you down across the Sundance Range, to the Spray Lakes, Mount Assiniboine, and then actually lands on site where the Snowy Owl dog sled tours takes place. They did a 4-hour dog sledding trek, and really they had the perfect weather. My emails went through to Mother Nature. It all worked out. They made their way back to the hotel where, with approval, got out and set up on one of the fire escape decks on one of the towers of the castle. The typical champagne, rose petals, "Will you marry me?" Kind of set up with candles and everything. And I mean, perfect timing. You can't even make it up. The snow's falling. It's that soft snowfall with the big flakes coming down. She obviously said yes. I would have said yes. But I mean, it was incredible. It was really that wow moment. They were both blown away, and I mean that's what it's all about.
That is lovely, and indeed, that is all it's about. Seeing the guests delighted and appreciate what we do is indeed an enrapturing feeling in the end. Lastly, Michael, any advice that you would like to share with someone planning to become a concierge?
Well, I would have to say I have two pieces of advice. One, just get out of that comfort zone. You got to be able to get out and experience new restaurants, new local attractions, new types of food, you know, things that you wouldn't even you wouldn't even think of trying. I was lucky enough to grow up being able to travel to new destinations, trying out different restaurants, kind of expanding that palate, and I try to continue that as best as possible nowadays. And luckily, with the association, the support that we have from the different hotels and restaurants, it's really about getting out there and experiencing it all. Um, you know, take that walk down down a different street, down an alley, instead of the main road. You know, go to that hole in the wall joint that nobody really talks about, just to see what it's all about. You never know what kind of request your guest is going to give you, and you have to be prepared to throw it all out there. And if you're able to put into words what it's all about, if you can explain a dish, if you can suggest even an item on the menu that really differentiates you from the rest, you know, it makes a difference. So I do recommend to get out and experience it all. Support local, whether it's your area, your city. Try out these new restaurants, kind of get away from the chains, and support it all. I have a quote from Anthony Bourdain, but it really resonates to anyone really trying to be a concierge, because I think it makes a difference. But it seems that the more places I see and experience, the bigger I realize the world to be, the more I become aware of, the more I realize how relatively little I know of it, how many places I still have to go, how much more there is to learn. And I think that resonates with our field. So get out there and experience it all. The second I would have to say is find a mentor. You know, you never know who that person is going to be, whether it's family. It could be, you know, for me, two professors of mine back in college at Fanshawe, Rob McGregor and Dale Dolson. But, you know, find mentors. They're there to support you, kind of guide you, whether they're in the industry or even a different industry. You know, find those mentors, stick with them, stay in communication with them, and just grow together, and leave your mark. Separate yourself from the rest, and just try to do it all for your guests. That's what it's all about.
Incredible, Michael. Thank you so much once again for taking the time and being on the show. I am sure that all the conversation that we had today will be beneficial for someone who is interested to know more about what we do and interested in joining our world. Thank you.
Richie, thank you so much for having me on your show. That was great, and keeping you. You're doing incredible things. Congratulations again on your book and the podcast. Hopefully, you'll have me back one day. We'll see. But thank you.